Welcome to Louise Hay Inspired. Here, you'll discover powerful affirmations, self-love practices, and positive mindset techniques to help you heal from within, build confidence, and create a happier, more fulfilling life. If you find value in our content, please like and subscribe to Louise Hay Inspired for more inspiring videos. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and begin your journey toward inner peace and personal transformation.
Only 4 simple ingredients, dear one, and you can begin to welcome blessings into your life. Do you know what they are? Let me give you a little moment to guess. Is it more effort, more chasing, more proving, more worrying? No, sweetheart. The 4 ingredients are much gentler than that. Calm mind, relaxed body, happy heart, and blessing energy. So simple and yet so deep. When these 4 begin to come together, you no longer stand outside life begging for miracles. You become a warm, open, loving space where good can enter, sit down, and feel welcomed. There is a beautiful difference between chasing a blessing and inviting a blessing. Chasing often comes from fear. It says, I do not have enough. I am not safe yet. I must grab this before it disappears. The body becomes tense. The mind becomes impatient. The heart becomes needy. And even if something good comes close, the nervous system may not know how to receive it peacefully, but inviting a blessing feels different. It says, I am open. I am willing. I am becoming ready. I trust that life knows how to bring good to me in the right way. Invitation has dignity in it. It does not collapse. It does not demand. It opens. A blessing is not only one big event. It may be money arriving at the right time, a loving relationship that feels honest, a body beginning to heal, a new opportunity, a peaceful morning, a helpful person, an unexpected door, or a moment when your heart finally feels safe again. But before many blessings appear outside of us, we often need to create the inner climate that can receive them. Think of your inner world like a home. If the home is filled with panic, suspicion, self-rejection, and constant tension, the blessing may knock, but you may not hear it. If the home becomes calmer, softer, lighter, and more grateful, you begin to notice what life is sending. So, let us begin with calm. Calm does not mean life has no problems. Calm does not mean you never cry, never feel afraid, never become disappointed, and never have a human reaction. Calm means you do not allow every circumstance to drag your whole mind far away from yourself. A calm person can still feel deeply. A calm person can still be sensitive, but they pause before reacting. They let the first storm pass through the body before choosing what to say or do. Calm is not coldness. Calm is inner leadership. When the mind is chaotic, it becomes very difficult to recognize blessings. You may not see the person trying to help. You may miss the idea that came quietly. You may overlook the door that opened because you were staring at the door that closed. You may not hear the gentle guidance because fear is speaking too loudly. Calm is like still water. When the water is wild, it reflects nothing clearly. But when the water becomes still, you can see what is truly there. Blessings are not always loud. Sometimes they whisper. Sometimes they arrive as a small sign, a soft feeling, one sentence, one invitation, one inner knowing. So when something unexpected happens, do not react immediately. Give yourself 10 seconds. 10 seconds can save you from 10 days of regret. Breathe. Lower your shoulders. Feel your feet. Let the jaw soften. Then say, I choose peace before I choose my response. This sentence does not make you passive. It makes you powerful. It says, I will not let fear choose my words. I will not let panic drive my actions. I will return to myself first. And often, after 10 seconds of peace, the next response becomes wiser, kinder, and more aligned. The second ingredient is relax. Now, many people misunderstand this word. Relax does not mean give up. It does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you sit still and do nothing while life passes by. Relax means you do your part without strangling the result with fear. You take the step, speak the truth, prepare the work, send the message, make the plan, care for the body, and then you release the tight grip around how everything must unfold. Relax is not laziness. Relax is trust in motion. The body is always speaking. When the body is bracing, gripping, clenching, and holding its breath, it is sending the message, I am in danger. I must fight. I must control. Even if your mouth says, I trust, your body may be saying, I am afraid. So the healing is not only in the thoughts, it is also in the inner tension. You can speak a beautiful affirmation, but if your whole body is tight with desperation, the deeper signal may still be lacked. This is why relaxation is part of receiving. A relaxed body tells life, I am no longer in battle. I am available. I am safe enough to receive. There is a strange paradox in desire. The more you obsess over when and how the blessing must come, the more you may feel the absence of it. You check, you worry, you imagine, you compare, you ask, why not yet? And the desire becomes heavy. It stops feeling like a blessing and begins to feel like a test of your worth. But when you relax around the desire, the energy changes. You still want it, but you are not wounded by every minute it has not arrived. You still prepare, but you do not panic. You still believe, but you do not force. You become available instead of desperate. This is such a loving lesson. Do what needs to be done, say what needs to be said, prepare what needs to be prepared, and then let the rest belong to life. Let the universe arrange what your small mind cannot arrange. Let timing breathe. Let people move. Let doors open or close. Let the unseen pieces find their place. You do not need to carry the whole sky. You only need to carry your part with love, then place the rest down. Say softly, the universe knows the way. I do my part with love, and I let life do the rest. Feel the relief in that. You still have responsibility, but not the entire burden of existence. You still have choices, but not the job of controlling every soul, every outcome, every hidden detail. You still have dreams, but they do not need to be held with white knuckles. A blessing can come more easily to an open hand than to a clenched fist. So today, practice these first two ingredients. Calm your mind before you respond. Relax your body before you demand proof. If something upsets you, pause for 10 seconds and choose peace. If you feel yourself gripping the outcome, breathe and remind yourself the universe knows the way. You are not here to chase blessings like they are running away from you. You are here to become a loving, steady, receptive space where blessings can feel at home. And as you move through this day, remember, you invite blessings by the atmosphere you live in. Calm mind, relaxed body. Soon we will add the happy heart and blessing energy. But even now, with these two, something begins to shift. You stop fighting life so hard. You stop pushing every door. You stop turning every delay into a personal rejection. You come back to peace. You loosen the grip. And in that softer space, life can begin to meet you in ways you may not have been calm enough, relaxed enough, or open enough to see before. Now the next two ingredients. Now we have spoken about calm and we have spoken about relax. So let us move into something very tender and perhaps a little surprising. Happiness. Not the loud kind of happiness that has to prove itself. Not the kind that depends on a perfect bank account, a perfect relationship, a perfect body, a perfect plan, or a perfect answer from life. I am speaking about the quiet willingness to let yourself feel good today, even before every outer condition has become exactly what you wanted. This is where many people resist, because they have been trained to postpone joy. They say, when the money comes, then I will relax. When someone loves me, then I will feel light. When everything is finally stable, then I will be grateful. But dear one, if you wait until life is perfect before you allow yourself a little joy, you may teach your heart that happiness is always somewhere else. Joy is not only a reward at the end of the road. Joy is also an energy you practice while walking the road. It is not denial. It is not pretending your challenges do not exist. It is choosing not to make your challenges the only atmosphere you live in. A small happiness can be a doorway, a warm cup of tea, a cleaner corner of the room, a deep breath by the window, a song that softens your heart, a sincere thank you, a moment when you stop arguing with the present and simply let yourself be here. These small things may not look like miracles, but they teach the subconscious something very important. Life is still supporting me. Good is still available. I do not have to wait for the final blessing before I receive the little blessings that are already here. Many people are afraid to feel happy before the big thing arrives because they think happiness will make them lose focus. They think, if I feel good now, maybe I will stop wanting more. Maybe I will become lazy. Maybe life will think I do not need the blessing. But joy does not cancel desire. Joy purifies desire. When you can feel a little good now, your desire becomes less desperate. The blessing no longer has to rescue you from misery. It can meet you in resonance. It can add to the love you are already practicing. It can expand the goodness you have already allowed, That is a very different energy from saying, I cannot breathe until this comes. So today, give yourself permission to feel good in a small, honest way. Say, I allow myself to feel good today. Joy is safe for me now. Let the words be gentle. Some people have learned that joy is unsafe because joy was followed by disappointment, criticism, loss, or guilt. A part of you may feel suspicious when life becomes too peaceful. It may think, do not relax. Something bad may happen. If that part appears, speak to it softly. I understand why you are cautious. But we are learning that joy can be safe in small pieces. We can enjoy this cup of tea. We can enjoy this breath. We can enjoy this little moment without needing to control the whole future. Happiness in this practice is not shallow. It is not pretending everything is fine. It is the healing choice to stop starving your spirit while you wait. It is the decision to let today contain beauty, even if tomorrow is still unfolding. It is the courage to say, I will not punish myself with constant heaviness just because my blessing is still on its way. When you practice small happiness, you become more magnetic, not because you are performing positivity, but because your body no longer lives only in lack. Your energy becomes easier to approach. Your mind becomes more creative. Your heart becomes more available. You start noticing good, and when you notice good, more good becomes recognizable. Now we come to another beautiful ingredient. Bless others. This is one of the most powerful ways to open your own flow. And it is also one of the most challenging when you feel tired, behind, or unseen. When someone else receives what you want, something inside you may tighten. Someone finds love. Someone receives money. Someone becomes successful. Someone is praised. Someone opens a door, and the old mind may whisper, why them? What about me? Please do not shame yourself if you feel this. Envy is often only unprocessed longing. It shows you what the heart desires. But do not let envy become your home. Let it become a teacher, then transform it into blessing. When you resent another person's success, the subconscious may begin to associate success with something unpleasant, unfair, or unsafe. It hears your thoughts. It hears people with money are bad. People in love are lucky, and I am forgotten. Successful people must have taken something from others. Then a deeper part of you may become afraid to receive success, love, or abundance because it does not want to become the thing you judge. This is why blessing others is not only kind, it is healing for your own receiving. When you bless what is good in another person's life, you tell your subconscious, good is safe, good is beautiful, good can exist for them, and it can exist for me too. You cannot deeply want love while sending bitterness toward love wherever you see it. You cannot deeply want prosperity while despising everyone who seems prosperous. You cannot deeply want miracles while closing your heart to the joy of other people. Life is circulation. What you bless, you become more open to. What you condemn, you often push away from yourself. So when you see someone happy, successful, loved, supported, wealthy, peaceful, or glowing with a blessing you also desire, pause and say inwardly, I bless your success. I bless your happiness. I know good is coming to me too. Say it, even if a small part of you is still sore. Say it as medicine. Say it as freedom. Blessing others does not take your portion away. It breaks the belief that life only has enough for a few. It breaks the illusion that another person's good means your good has been canceled. It opens the field of possibility. It says, there is enough love, there is enough money, there are enough opportunities, there are enough miracles. Life is not a tiny room with only one chair. The more you bless, the more you stop living in competition with the entire world. You begin to feel included in the flow. You begin to understand that someone else's blessing can become evidence, not injury. It can remind you that good is possible in human life. This is especially healing if you have spent a long time comparing yourself. Comparison makes the heart feel late. It makes the soul feel small. It makes your path look wrong because it does not match someone else's timing. But blessing returns you to your own path. When you bless another, you do not have to abandon your own desire. You simply say, I celebrate the good where I see it, and I remain open to the good that is coming to me. That is a mature heart. That is a wealthy heart. That is a heart no longer starving itself through resentment. Now let us speak about automatic manifestation, because this phrase may sound magical, but it is actually very natural. When you become calmer, you begin to see opportunities more clearly. When you relax, you stop sabotaging the good with fear. When you allow small happiness, you become easier to connect with, easier to inspire, easier to guide. When you bless others, you open the circulation of giving and receiving. Then life begins to feel less forced, not because you stopped participating, but because your participation is no longer full of resistance. You are not pushing every door with panic. You are walking with the flow and noticing which doors open. This is not random magic. It is alignment becoming visible. The mind that is calm can hear guidance. The body that is relaxed can receive. The heart that is happy can recognize good. The spirit that blesses others can participate in abundance without fear. And little by little, you may notice that things begin to come together in quieter ways. A person mentions something at the right time. You remember an idea you had forgotten. A small coincidence points you in a new direction. You feel inspired to care for your life better. You no longer react as strongly as before. You take clearer action with less strain. You are not doing less. You are doing from a different state. This is an identity shift. Before, you may have been the person who kept asking, when will good finally come to me? That question has pain inside it. It carries waiting, lack, and exhaustion. But now you are becoming the person who says, good things are allowed to come to me. Feel the difference. You are no longer chasing blessings like they are running away. You are becoming the person who can contain blessings. You can let love be safe. You can let abundance be normal. You can let miracles arrive without suspicion. You can let help reach you without pushing it away. You can let joy visit without asking when it will leave. The signs of this shift are often quiet. You may notice that you no longer explode or collapse as quickly when something changes. You still feel because you are human, but you recover sooner. You may notice small synchronicities, the right message, the right conversation, the right reminder, the right idea. You may notice helpful people appearing at the right time. You may feel a natural desire to clean your space, organize your life, care for your body, speak kindly, or prepare for the next chapter. You may become less controlling and yet more effective. You may stop gripping so tightly, and somehow your actions become more intelligent. That is the flow beginning to work with you. Now let us make this very simple for the next 24 hours. We are not going to make a complicated ritual. We are going to practice the 4 ingredients in ordinary life. First, calm. When something irritates you, disappoints you, triggers you, or makes you want to react, do not respond in the first 10 seconds. Let those 10 seconds belong to peace. Breathe. Lower the shoulders. Say, peace first, response later. You may still need to speak. You may still need to act, but you will be choosing from a steadier place. Second, relax. Choose one thing you have been trying to control too tightly. Maybe a result, a person, a timeline, a message, a plan, or an outcome. Take a piece of paper and write 2 lines. The first line is, my part is, be honest. Your part may be to prepare, communicate, apply, rest, learn, apologize, organize, or take one step. Then write, the part I give back to life is. That part may be timing, another person's reaction, the exact path, the hidden details, or the final outcome. This exercise teaches the body where responsibility ends and trust begins. Third, happy. Create one small joy that does not need permission from the future. Listen to a song. Make your bed. Wear something that feels good on your skin. Take a slow walk. Light a candle. Open a window. Clean one corner. Make tea. Look at the sky. Send a kind message. Let yourself enjoy something without saying, I do not deserve this until everything is solved. This is not childish. This is spiritual strength. You are teaching yourself that joy can live here too. Fourth, bless others. Choose 3 people. One person you love, one person you feel envy toward, one person you do not fully understand. Send each of them a silent blessing. You do not need to say it out loud. You do not need to contact them. Simply say inwardly, may you be blessed. May your good expand. May your heart be guided. For the person you envy, be especially gentle. Say, I bless your success. I bless your happiness. I know good is coming to me too. This practice cleans the channel of comparison. It reminds your heart that blessing is not limited. At the end of the day, notice what changed. Maybe the world did not transform overnight, but perhaps your body felt a little less tight. Perhaps you reacted less sharply. Perhaps you saw one small good thing. Perhaps you felt lighter toward someone. Perhaps you realized what is yours to do and what belongs to life. These are not small changes. These are the beginnings of becoming a person who welcomes blessings without turning them into pressure. Now, let us gather the formula. Calm helps you see the blessing clearly. If your mind is always storming, you may miss the quiet knock at the door. Relax helps you stop blocking the blessing. If your body is always braced, receiving feels unsafe. Happy helps you harmonize with the blessing. If your heart can feel small joy now, the blessing does not have to rescue you. It can resonate with you. Blessing others expands the flow. If you can celebrate good wherever you see it, you are no longer living as if life has only one portion of love, money, or miracles. Carry one sentence with you today. I am calm, I am open, I am joyful, and I bless the good in everyone. Say it slowly. Let it be a way of walking, calm in the mind, open in the body, joyful in the heart, generous in the spirit, not perfect, not always, just returning again and again. When fear comes, return to calm. When tension comes, return to openness. When heaviness comes, return to one small joy. When comparison comes, return to blessing. And now let these closing affirmations settle inside you. The universe blesses me in beautiful ways. Love, abundance, and miracles are welcome in my life. Good things come to me naturally as I open my heart. Let the words be received, not forced. You do not need to chase the good. You do not need to wrestle life to the ground and demand proof. You are learning to become a place where good is not treated as danger, where love is not pushed away, where abundance is not judged, where miracles are not made impossible by tension. The universe blesses you in ways you may recognize today and in ways you may only understand later. Love may come as a relationship, but also as kindness, protection, friendship, guidance, and self-respect. Abundance may come as money, but also as ideas, time, support, strength, and new chances. Miracles may come as sudden doors, but also as a peaceful breath, a changed reaction, a softened heart, a moment of courage, or a path that opens quietly after you stopped forcing it. Let your definition of blessing become wide enough for life to surprise you. So today, do not chase, invite, do not grip, open, do not postpone joy, practice it. Do not resent another person's blessing. Bless it and let it remind you that goodness exists. Calm mind, relaxed body, happy heart, blessing energy. This is the atmosphere of invitation. This is how you prepare the inner home. This is how you become available to love, abundance, and miracles. Say one final time, gently and with a smile in the heart, I am calm, I am open, I am joyful, and I bless the good in everyone. The universe blesses me in beautiful ways. Love, abundance, and miracles are welcome in my life. Good things come to me naturally as I open my heart. Before you go, dear one, I bless you with a calm mind, a relaxed body, and a heart that remembers how to welcome good again. May you stop chasing blessings as if they are running away from you. May you understand, gently and deeply, that what is meant for your growth, healing, joy, and highest good can find its way to you when you become open enough to receive, I bless your mind with peace. When life feels uncertain, may you not rush into fear. May you pause, breathe, soften your shoulders, and choose your response from wisdom instead of panic. May your thoughts become kinder places to live. May your inner voice become a friend, not an enemy. I bless your body with relaxation. May every place in you that has been gripping, bracing, and waiting for disappointment begin to soften. May your breath become deeper. May your heart feel safer. May your hands unclench from the need to control everything. May you do your part with love, and then let life do what only life can do. I bless your joy. May you stop postponing happiness until every prayer is answered. May you find small beauty today, a warm drink, a soft breath, a kind word, a quiet room, a moment of gratitude. May you allow joy to be safe now. May your heart learn that happiness is not a reward at the end. It is a light you are allowed to carry along the way. I bless your relationships with others. May you bless the success, love, prosperity, and happiness you see around you. May comparison leave your heart. May you remember there is enough good for everyone. Another person's blessing does not cancel yours. Their joy can remind you that joy is possible. Their abundance can remind you that abundance flows. And now, I bless the blessings already on their way to you. May love, abundance, healing, opportunities, miracles, and peace enter your life in beautiful and unexpected ways. May you recognize them when they arrive. May you receive them without fear. May you hold them with gratitude. The universe blesses you in beautiful ways. Love, abundance, and miracles are welcome in your life. Good things come to you naturally as you open your heart, and so it is.